So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jonathan, and I got the official like $3.50 glasses I got from some discount store on 14th Street by Union Square. They're not gas station glasses, so they're not as cool as, you know, going somewhere and buying them from a gas station, but they're pretty epic though. I like them. So what I wanted to talk to you about today, right, is how to, you know, think highly of yourself and build yourself up as a person, right? So recently in my comments, I get a lot of people talking about, I'm genetic trash this, and women don't love me that, and this is bullshit, and I'm gonna hang myself, and blah, blah, blah. Well, stop. Just stop. Like, you gotta learn how to think good about yourself. And the one thing I've understand that helped me think good is about myself is like being around positive people, right? So when I had graduated high school and went to college and started being social with girlfriends or girls and trying to find a girlfriend, right? What was popular in pop culture was like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all that stuff. So I could act like a cute, innocent virgin and people would eat that up. And, you know, also the American Pie movies were out, and that was about like guys, cute, innocent guys trying to lose their virginity, and like all this National Lampoons. I think there was a couple other movies like that. And people thought those were cute, and those movies were popular. And so it was kind of like, you know, it was cool back in the day. So hanging around those kind of people, right? So, but when I got older, you know, farther into it, into like life in general, I kept hanging out in places where I didn't belong at, and people didn't see me as equal and looked at me as trash. Like when I first started getting into dance, right, instead of taking beginner classes, I started in intermediate dance and was on an intermediate hip hop team and used to try to go to breakdance practices with professional breakdancers. And they used to treat me like crap because it was like, you can't even live up to our level. Why are you here? And it's kind of like, and it destroyed my self-esteem a lot. And yeah, I learned how to dance from it, and I can go to dance practices, and, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing now. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like that really hurt me a lot, hanging out with people that I wasn't on the level with. And it made me feel like a person of low class, like a lower person. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went to the university, it was like the same type of deal where it was like everybody was into some identity group, right? They were all into these identity clubs. And then, you know, I had to find an identity, and I kept, you know, not fitting in with groups. And then finally I thought I could fit in with a certain religious organization, which I'm not going to mention, but let's just say I joined them, and they looked at me like a black guy that was trying to hump and dump everything that moved, and, you know, don't look a girl's direction or beating your ass, you know. And that weighed on my self-esteem and confidence a lot, you know, because it was like, you don't know me, you know, I'm looking for a wife, you know, have kids later, something, raise my kids, start a family, whatever. And you're looking at me like some black guy that's just out to hump and dump, you know what I'm saying? And that destroyed my self-esteem and my confidence back in the day. But you know what? After a while, what I learned is, listen, like I told you before, hang around, like, number one is basically the people you hang around. That's the number one thing, is basically the people you hang around. Like, if you hang around superficial people, like people from certain religious organizations or superficial dancers, that's what's going to happen, because you're never going to live up to their standards. But if you hang out with universal people, just to accept everybody for who they are, it's all good. And that's what I've been telling you guys. It's all good. So like, now it's kind of like when I go to the hip hop practices or the dance practices, I'm a little more mindful. Like, I kind of just mind my own business, dance by myself, just watch the people, don't cause any trouble, don't ask any questions, just do my thing, and that's it. I don't go in there like trying to talk to any girls or hook up with any girls or lusting after any girls. Like, I just go and chill, relax, hang out, you know, dance, do what I gotta do, you know, and that's how it should be. And then, you know, I hang out, like, I'm an Orthodox Jew now, and I go to synagogue, and the people love me there, and it builds up my self-esteem and confidence because I believe what they believe. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like Jewish law says you're supposed to go out and find a wife and make babies. So I am on the same level as them. So they're not going to sit there and be like, oh, you're trying to, you know, hook up from your shoes because you bought expensive shoes with all these colors. Oh, you're trying to be a pimp daddy because you're wearing the dollar store sunglasses and blah, blah, blah. No, like, the Jews I hang out with aren't going to say that. They're going to be like, oh, it's hot out. You need some protection from the sun. So, and, you know, I'm not trying to pay like $30, $40, $50 for a pair of glasses. Hell yeah, I'll rock my dollar store, my gas station sunglasses, because it ain't that serious. And so that's the message. Just hang out with people who actually want you. And, you know, like I said, just try to focus on people who will give you a chance. And one thing I noticed is what's destroying your self-esteem and confidence is you don't actually, a lot of dudes don't even talk to women who will actually want them. Like in the comments, it's like, oh, I don't want a big woman. I don't want a black woman. I don't want a Latino woman. I don't want a woman with kids. Okay, then you're going to have nothing then. And I'm sorry to say it, but you're going to have nothing. You got to make some kind of sacrifice, you know. You're going to have nothing. So you can either try to figure out who wants you and try to make it work, or you're going to have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to go after superficial club rat women that the pickup artists teach you to go get, and then getting all butt hurt and your feelings hurt, and then some of you want to go and like shoot up a school or like run down people with your cars, it's stupid. You know, like I said, talk to girls that actually want you. Try to make universal friends who will accept everybody for who they are. Stop hanging out with talking to superficial people. And that's the number one thing. Just focus on people who want you. So I'll leave you with this quote that my mom told me that makes a lot of sense. She told me this when I was younger. What you want to happen isn't gonna happen, you know. And what does that mean? It means that you have to negotiate. If you're gonna come up in all these high hopes of getting some hot girl with big boobs and a big booty who goes to the club every night and is willing to sleep with you that night, it's probably not going to happen.
It's a big difference about how you control.
It's just not going to happen, because what you want to happen isn't going to happen, and you got to make sacrifices, because like I said, sometimes what you want to happen ain't going to happen. You have to be willing to make sacrifices, or you can stay on your little forum and post mean things and misogynistic bullshit about women, because you have this understanding that nobody will give you a chance when there's many women out there who will. But so that's what I have to say. Look, before I go, listen, I'll leave you with this. Like I said, focus on focus on universal people that'll love you for who you are. Focus on girls that you know you can get that'll love you for who you are. And understand that you have to make sacrifices and you have to negotiate with what you want, because what you want isn't always going to happen. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So like I said, if you're addicted to the porn star body and these sluts that go to the club, you know, with big booty, big breasts and all that, probably not going to happen. Okay? And you just have to let it go. So this is your boy Jonathan. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you. All right, everybody, I'm out. Peace.